Good afternoon, students. How are you all? Have you had your lunch? How is your vacation? Okay, good. Shall we start our class? Okay. Who is this? Yes, very good. He is Nelson Mandela. He is the former president of South Africa. But he chiefly known as a person who fought against apartheid, and he is a famous political leader. But he also known as a person who fought against apartheid. What is the meaning of apartheid? No idea? Apartheid is a system of racial segregation which is existed in South Africa. So children, I will show some pictures. After seeing this picture, you should tell me what this picture represents. Can you see this picture? Is it visible? Okay. Can you tell me what are the pictures about? Yes, very good. We can see here the discrimination is about the racial discrimination. So children, racial segregation means grouping of people into racial group based on the physical qualities like their color. You can see here it is black people and white peoples. Okay, the racial discrimination means grouping of people into racial group based on the physical qualities like their colors. Okay. So children, Nelson Mandela fought against this, and he brings all changes. So today we are going to discuss a story about another actress. Her name is Rosa Parks. So children, we are going to a new chapter entitled Rosa Parks Sad Still. It is a biography of Rosa Parks. So what is the title of the story? Yes, Rosa Parks Sad Still. Rosa Parks Sad Still. It is a biography of Rosa Parks. Now let's move on to the story. Before going to more the story, do you want to see her picture? Yes, this is Rosa Parks. I will show her profile. Can you see this last bench? Yes, very good. Okay, anyone stand up and read? Okay, very good. What's your name? Yes. Okay. Read it loudly. California. Okay, very good. Sit down. So children, I will read once again for you. Please listen carefully. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was an African American civil rights activist who the United States Congress called the First Lady of Civil Rights and the Mother of the Freedom Movement. Who is the First Lady of Civil Rights? Yes, Rosa Parks. She is the First Lady of Civil Rights and the Mother of the Freedom Movement. Her birthday February 4 and her death she was arrested December 1st. Her both become Rosa Parks Day commemorate in both California and Ohio. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the story. The story Rosa Parks is the real story of Rosa Parks. She was a black American woman. The story takes place in the America in the town Montgomery. Rosa Parks was the worker in the dressmaker's shop. After the work, Rosa reached the bus stop and got a bus. She was sitting in the nearest seat. Many passengers had entered the bus. In that time, a rule existing in the bus. The black passenger had to give up their seat for the white passenger, but Rosa Parks did not move from their seats. The driver got angry. He brought the police. The police arrested Rosa Parks and sent to jail. So, it is about the story. Did you understand the story? Okay. Now, you should take the textbook and read this story silently without making a noise, moving on your lips. After that, I will ask you some questions. So, you should read carefully. Okay. Have you finished reading? Yes, very good. Now I will ask you some questions. Is it simple questions? You just try to answer it. What is the title of the story? Yes, very good. Where does the story take place? Very good. Who is the main character in the story? Very good. What was their role in the bus? Okay, very good. Now, you sit in the. I want to story again for the pairs. So you both are in pairs, okay, and sit in the pairs. Everyone sit in the pairs, okay, and take your textbook once again and read the story silently without making a noise, moving on your lips. And you should underline the difficult words you find in the while reading, and you can refer the glossary. Glossaries are behind your textbook. So start reading and you find the difficult words and underline and find out that meaning in the glossary. Have you finished reading? Yes. Which are the difficult words do you find in story? What is envy? Okay. I will show an example of envy. Do you see this picture? Can you see this picture? Yes, very good. What do you see in these pictures? Yes, very good. A man who left in the a treasure, and another man looking for very angry. Okay. What do you understand from this picture? Yes. The man feel angry looking someone else treasure. How can rewrite this sentence? Yes, we can rewrite the sentence. The man feel angry looking someone else treasure. So students, here we replace the word angry into envy. Okay. I will show in another example. Can you see this picture? Yes. What is this picture about? Yes, a man who cuts another person's way into success. Yes, very good. What do you understand from this picture? What do you understand from the picture? Yes, it has jealousy. It has jealousy at another person success. He has jealousy at another person success. How can we write the sentence? Yes. He has envy at another person success. Now here we can replace the word jealousy into envy. Okay. So envy. Desire to have equality, possession or other desirable things belonging to someone else. So all of you got the meaning? Okay. Now, which are the another word you find as matter? Okay. So students, please listen here. I will show an example for matter. Can you identify what I am doing? Okay. What are you doing? Can you hear very loudly? No? Yes. I read in a low voice. Okay. we can make a sentence. Teacher read the story in a low voice. Teacher read the story in a low voice. How can you rewrite the sentence? The teacher read the story in a matter. So here we replace the word low voice into matter. So matter says something in a low voice or barely audible in voice. So have we got the meaning of matter? Yes. Okay. Then I will read the textbook once again for you. So when I reading, please listen carefully. Everyone open your textbook, take your page number 101 and listen what I reading. Okay, listen carefully. Rosa Parks sat still. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks refused to move, and this transformed a million lives. Rosa Parks had been working all day. Work had been heavier than usual. At the end of the day, there was only thought in her mind. She wanted to sit up. But it was getting late and everybody was going home. Rosa walked to the bus stop and got a bus. There were many vacant seats. She paid her fare and sat on the nearest seat. The bus was nearly empty. Rosa felt grateful. Her feet were very tired. They really needed a rest. That was, however, something only Rosa knew. The driver of the bus knew nothing about her feet. He did not even know her name, but he saw that she was not white. She was a black passenger, and that he thought was all he needed to know about her, but he was making a mistake. It was a mistake that cost his company a lot of money. Our story begins in America in the town called Montgomery. Rosa was an ordinary woman with a job in dressmaker's shop. Today was an ordinary working day. It was the 1st December in the year 1955. Rosa had a loving family. She envied nobody. Her manners were mild. She spoke in a quiet, soft voice. She always obeyed the laws of the country and broke no rules. But in those days, not all laws and rules were correct. That day, when Rosa sat in that seat on that bus, she had not thought of breaking any of it. It happened before the bus started. When the warning bell rang, passengers rushed in. Many of them were white Americans. Each time a white passenger climbed into the bus, a black passenger got up from a seat and moved away. The rule was simple and clear. Black passenger had to give up their seat for white passengers came in. They had to get off the bus and go round to the back door. They could then get on the bus again as Sandy passengers. That day, all the sitting black passengers gave up their seat except Rosa. She did not seem to notice what was happening. A white passenger stood at the door and looked at her. Still, she did not move. She sat still. It was time for the bus to leave, but how could the day was start? A white passenger was standing at the door, and black passenger was not getting up. Other passengers looked impatient. They gave her angry looks. They muttered curses at her. Rosa neither spoke nor stirred. She sat still. She was thinking, why should I get up? I have paid the same as the one passenger has paid. My ticket is not a cent cheaper than his, and I am more tired than he is. And he is neither old or disabled, nor why should I give up my seat? He asking for his seats because he is a white. That cannot be right. That moment, Rosa made a decision. This rule is unfair, and rules ought to be fair. If a rule is unfair, it ought to go. It ought not to be in that rule. Therefore, it ought not be obeyed. If people go on obeying such a bad rule, it will stay in the book forever. So someone should do something about it someday. I think that day has arrived. Now when Rosa did not get up, the driver got angry. If he let her sit and left a white passenger standing, he was breaking the law. He and his family could be punished for it. He got up from his seat. Get up and go the back, he ordered, but Rosa said still. I told you get up, he said, but Rosa didn't move. She did not get up. The driver got off the bus and brought the police in. They arrested Rosa, said she had broken the law, and sent her to jail. Okay, now Ashin, stand up and read the first passage loudly and carefully. Okay, very good. Sit up. Then Adira, you stand up and read the second passage slowly and carefully. Okay, sit up. Then Robin, please stand up and read carefully. Okay, sit up. Then stand up, Nitya. Start reading loudly. You should read loudly. Yes, sit up. Now, I will ask you some questions. So, all of you close your textbook. Okay. The first question. What was the only thought in Rosapa's mind as she left her workplace? You stand up. Yes, sit up. Very good. The second question. What was the reaction of passenger while Rosa sat still? Anirudh? Okay, sit up. What was the firm decision of Rosapa's? Akshay? Yes, very good. Sit up. Why was the Rosa arrested? You? Okay, okay. Sit up. Now, I will give you an activity. Are you ready for that? Okay. Okay. So, students, please take your text notebook and write that activity. Okay. So we saw that, you should write it. We saw that what happened in Montgomery. What happened in Montgomery? This incident was leading a news in the dailies next day. A news in the dailies next day. How would be the news report? Attempt a news report on the arrest of Rosa Parks. Attempt a news report arrest on Rosa Parks. Okay, you should write a news report arrest on Rosa Parks. What is news report? Yes, very good. Which are the basic features of newspaper report? How will start a news report? I will show. Can you see this last batch? Okay. This is famous basic features in the newspaper report. First one, headline. Headline must be attractive and short. Headline must attractive and short. Second, byline. Byline means that name of the newspaper reporter. Byline means name of the reporter. Placeline. What is placeline? Is place and date of event. Content. Content includes introduction, body, and last conclusion. These are the basic features of newspaper report. A newspaper report will have headline, byline, placeline, and content. Content include introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, have you understood? I will give you some hints for writing newspaper report. You can refer this for making newspaper report. Don't make noise. Have you finished writing? Okay. Then you stand up and read your newspaper report. Wait. Can you read that sentence once again? Okay. Can you say there is a mistake that sentence? No? You don't know mistake? So students, can anyone find mistake that sentence? Yes, the sentence in present tense. The news report will be in the past tense and also use the passive voice. Okay. So sit down, correct your mistake. Now, I will show my version of newspaper report. What I have imagined. Can you see this? Yes. So anyone stand up and read it loudly? Okay, very good. Start reading. Violating rules. Existed. Okay, very good. Sit down. Now I will read once again for you. So listen carefully. Don't make noise. Rosa Parks arrested for overlooking bus segregation. XYZ staff reported December 1st, 1955. Montgomery. Rosa Parks was arrested by city police last night for ignoring a bus driver who had to sit in the bus. The woman Rosa Parks refused to give her seat for a white passenger. She violating rules existed in the bus. A black passenger had to give up their seat for the white passengers. The driver said that she was sitting in the section reserved for whites and to move the bigger section. Later, police arrived at the time and arrested Rosa under the section of City Court. Okay, so you have to sit in group. Each bench is each group, and you should select a group leader. Okay, everyone select group leader. Okay, good. And modify your answer based on the group discussion and my teacher version. And you should write the newspaper report once again. Each bench is each group. Don't turn back. Okay. Okay. Have you finished reading? Sorry, writing? Okay, the first group. Who is your group leader? Yes, very good. Stand up and read newspaper report. Okay, sit down. The next group. Who is your group leader? Yes. Okay, you stand up and read your newspaper report. Okay, sit down. The next group. Who is your group leader? Yes, you stand up and read newspaper report. Okay. Now I will now I will give you a small activity for you. It is homework. you should write the next class. I will check your answer at the next class. Okay. Okay, start writing. One of the black passenger. It is for your homework. Okay. One of the black passengers in the bus. One of the black passengers in the bus narrates the incident to his wife. The incident to his wife. Prepare the narrative. One of the black passenger in the bus narrates the incidents to his wife. Prepare a narrative. One of the black passenger narrates the incident to his wife. Prepare a narrative. It is your homework. You should write the next class. I will check your answer in the next class. Okay. So that's for the day. Before going to wind up in our section, our class, we can check the main events of the story. Okay. So listen carefully. Today we are learn about the racial discrimination, and today we discuss a new chapter entitled Rosa Parks Sad Silk. It is a biography of Rosa Parks. Can you see this? This is main events in the story. We can check this. Rosa Parks boarded a bus and sat down in the nearest seats. A white passenger was standing at the door looking Rosa. There were existing a rule. Which is rule? Yes, the rule. The black passenger had to give up their seats for the white passengers. Bus driver ordered Rosa to get up and go back. Rosa was arrested and sent to jail. Okay? Did you understand the story? Okay. How is today's class? Did you bore? Did you enjoy? Okay. Anyone, any doubts? Okay. So enough for that. You should homework properly and neatly. I will check in next class. So thank you so much.